Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. This is going to be an awesome one. We have 2 deer shot in this episode. Some interesting happenings as well. Had to get the drone out to find one of the deer. So pretty cool how that works. As you'll see in this video. To get it kind of set up for what we're doing. Opening day of Ohio's archery season, which was the last Saturday of September, September 30th this year. We were in Kentucky. Could not go hunting. It was a family camp out deal, and we decided to keep family first. Driving home with the motorhome, Jonas watching all the deer at our hunting lease on the Wild's Eye cameras. Wishing he was hunting. How many deer are out right now?
Well, at least 20. Right close to 25.
Unfortunately, we had 3 shooter bucks daylight on our Wise Eye cameras that day. Tonight's our first chance of going hunting for the 2023 season. I just picked up Lewis at school, and Jonah's got a job and he's got his driver's license now, so he's gonna head over as soon as he's done working at 3:30. So we'll be there probably 20-30 minutes before him, and we're gonna do our first hunt tonight. We're pretty excited. We do have a lot more does and fawns this year than we had last year. Last year we had so many coyote pictures, and most of the does had no fawns last year. We think there was a coyote den nearby, either on the property or real close, and they raised a den of pups there according to the pictures and videos we were getting. And so this year we have only a few coyote pictures, a lot less, and a whole lot more does and fawns. So it's time to harvest a few does. So does are on the hit list for tonight, as well as a couple bucks we got showing up in daylight. So we have high hopes, fingers crossed, that it happens tonight. We all went into different blinds. We were all in a blind. Lewis was in a 360 Tidewee ground blind. Jonah was in the hilltop blind. I was in the main food plot blind.
Alrighty guys, I am set up in the blind. And a 360 Tidewee blind. And my camera and my bow already. And this food plot out here, it's crazy. Like, you could hardly tell that there wasn't a lawnmower that went through and mowed it off right at a specific level. That's how much the deer have eaten it down. So hopefully we'll see a lot, and hopefully there'll be a big one that I can get a shot at.
The evening started out for me with this little forky coming out, and then a doe and a fawn, and then all of a sudden a lot of deer piled out into the food plot. In the meantime, Lewis had a whole bunch of deer come out in his food plot.
That was triple brow. I'm not too sure about my shot. I'm afraid it was a little bit back.
As you can see, it was not a great hit. The buck ended up running over what we felt was probably onto the neighbors. Just before dark, I had this doe and this fawn come up. After Lewis shot, all the deer left my food plot. And it was a little while later, 10 minutes later, so I had this doe and fawn come in from my left and walk up to the feeder, or almost to the feeder. And I decided I'm going to shoot this doe. I got my camera set, I pulled my bow back, and I aimed, and I was 25 or 26 yards to the feeder. I shot, I immediately saw it was a little bit low, but she ducked, and it was a perfect shot, right through the heart.
10 deer. Smoked her.
I had my 360 camera right in front of me by the window, had that on, and I assumed I'm going to be able to see her running away on the 360 camera. Well, here, after we reviewed the footage from the 360 camera, I realized it was fairly dark. It was almost too dark for the 360 camera, and you can, if you look at the footage, you can kind of see the direction she went, but she went about 50-60 yards and piled up in the brush. I did not see her go down. She ran into the brush off the food plot, and she didn't come out the other side, so I knew she was in there, and I knew about where she was going to lay, and I was able to pretty much walk up right to her. But unfortunately, I did not follow her with the big camera, which had much better lighting than the 360 did.
There's blood. There's my arrow. I think I shot her right through the heart. Rage. Right here. Lots of blood right there.
Right through this weeds.
There's some blood right on that leaf right there.
Oh, there she is. She's right behind me. Smoked her. Well, here's my doe. I found her. She went probably around 60 yards, I'm guessing. Maybe 50 yards, something like that. And pretty good blood trail. Shot right through the heart, looks like. And got my doe for the year here at this property. And Lewis shot at a nice buck tonight that we don't know. I'm not sure how good the hit was. He has his camera now, and we got the laptop. We're gonna pull it up on the bigger screen and slow it down and see what we can find, and then decide what we're gonna do from there. All right, where do you think he was, Lewis? Must have been real close to here.
But if it broke where it penetrated, that's not bad.
Good hair on it.
Good hair.
That's not quite half would be in him. This is a little more than half. But that should have easily gone through the whole way through his body.
So he was right here, and there's not blood on it.
Look real carefully, Jonas.
Yeah, there's some hair right there. I don't think there's going to be exit there.
I would say we go. We leave him.
I'm guessing you got him if your arrow's that deep and just where it is, that broad is going to be.
It's probably a gut shot.
Yeah, but it's going to take a while. But
Yeah.
it's probably going to die. Let's go get some Dairy Queen and come back or something. Leave until late. Surely there's some road somewhere.
We ended up calling the neighbors. I called around a few neighbors' numbers, and got a hold of the right neighbor's phone number. And sure enough, I left him a voicemail. He called me almost right away. Called me back and says, yeah, it's fine to go after the deer, but he'd love to go along. He loves hunting as well. He's mostly turkey hunts, but he does a little bit of deer hunting. Okay, all right, I will. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. All right, see you, bye. Good to go.
Good deal.
We called Mike from Drone Deer Recovery, and he came out within half an hour, 45 minutes. With the thick cover, the thick canopy, all the leaves on the trees, it was a little difficult. Took him a little longer than if there was no tree or leaves on the trees. I had to come back for new fresh batteries for the drone a couple times.
Yeah, it's that power line. Okay, I got him here. It's a deer laying flat, and it's a buck.
He looked dead.
Yep.
Nice. Brown antlers thick, 8-point, looks just like it.
I want to watch his ears.
Can you go in and poke his eye? Make sure he's dead.
I mean,
He looks dead.
looks dead to me.
Yeah, I generally sleep that way.
His ears haven't moved an inch.
I think that's a dead deer. I definitely think you got him. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
We were pretty sure he was gonna die, but
Yeah. I'm gonna...
Yeah, I think I have the pin close there, right?
Yeah, we can drop a coordinates on him.
we had to go up to the food plot in order for him to have good enough reception for his drone to be able to bring it back and land it properly. He got the coordinates, dropped the pin on the map, and we put it in our GPS, and we were able to pretty much walk right to the buck. It's pretty awesome. Right there?
Oh my word, I almost walked right by him. That's a nice deer.
Get him, Lewis.
He's dead. Wow, that's bad.
That is back. Wow.
Alrighty guys, so we found him. I'm not sure, probably about 170 yards or something. I shot him quite far back. He's probably...
Yeah, was it a quartering away shot?
Slightly.
Yeah.
Very slightly.
I would say
Slightly,
it
so.
went in the back of the intestines and then probably came up and maybe got some liver or lung. But
Yeah. But...
cool.
We never would have found him without Mike and his drone.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
I
for sure.
appreciate the opportunity. Yeah. This technology really is changing how hunting in general on recovery is done. But
Yeah.
you guys, how you backed out like that was the best thing you could do, really.
So it's a buck we had a few pictures of earlier in the spring, early in the summer, and then we had nothing since, when was it, Lewis?
July 22nd.
July 22nd until last night. He showed up in the food plot right where he was tonight when Lewis shot him.
Great.
So that was pretty awesome. And as far as we know, he did not have any history with this buck last year that we're aware of, unless we just don't recognize him. So congrats, Lewis.
Yeah. High five.
Everybody make sure you go check out Mike from Drone Deer Recovery.
Appreciate
Check
that.
out their YouTube channel. They have an awesome channel, and I'm sure this buck will be on that channel as well.
It will.
I was so happy for him, proud of him for, getting it on film and making the shot out of a blind by himself. I think he did a great job, and we ended up finding the buck. So, well, it's past midnight. We're on the way home. Lewis is pretty happy, right?
Yep.
That's your first buck with the bow.
That is my
compound.
first buck with a compound bow. Actually,
Nice.
my first deer with a compound bow.
Hey guys, make sure you subscribe if you haven't yet, and like the video, leave a comment down below, and thanks for watching.